Brunkessel, the dark heart of Romania. The legend, the truth, and the chilling mystery behind Dracula's castle. Intro. Dramatic voiceover opening. High in the misty Carpathian mountains of Romania stands a fortress of stone, shadow, and silence. A castle that has inspired fear, fascination, and fiction for centuries. They call it Dracula's castle. But what if I told you, the truth is far darker than the legend? This is the chilling story of Brunkessel, where myth and mystery blur into one terrifying tale. Setting the scene. Where is Brunkessel? Brunkessel sits atop a rocky cliff, near the town of Brunn, nestled on the border of Transylvania and Wallachia. Its jagged towers rise like fangs into the sky. Thick forests surround it. Cold winds whisper through its halls. At night, the castle doesn't just stand, it watches. Built in 1388, Brunkessel was originally a strategic military fortress, guarding trade routes and protecting against invasions. But today, it's famous for something else entirely. Blood, legend, and a man called Vlad the Impaler. Dracula connection. Truth or fiction? Brunkessel is often called Dracula's castle, thanks to the 1897 novel by Bram Stoker, who never actually visited Romania. Stoker's Count Dracula was a fictional vampire, but he was inspired by a very real and terrifying man, Vlad III Dracula, also known as Vlad the Impaler. Who was Vlad the Impaler? A 15th century prince of Wallachia, feared for his brutal methods of punishment. He impaled his enemies on wooden stakes, by the thousands. His cruelty was so legendary, it echoed through Europe. But here's the twist. Vlad may never have lived in Brunkessel, only passed near it once. So why is it called Dracula's castle? Because Brunkessel looks exactly like the place Bram Stoker described. Tall, gloomy towers, cold stone walls, narrow corridors, hidden staircases, a haunting, isolated location. It became the perfect real-world symbol of vampire lore. Inside the castle. Mystery behind the walls. Visitors to Brunkessel today walk through secret tunnels built into rock, medieval torture chambers, creeping dungeons where chains still hang, and airy rooms filled with ancient weapons, portraits, and creaking wood floors. Some claim to hear footsteps in empty hallways, whispers in the dark, sudden cold chills with no source, and even the shadow of a man with a cloak. Is it the ghost of Vlad, or the echo of centuries of blood? The dark legends. Folklore of the region. Transylvania isn't just a place, it's a land of legends and fear. Old Romanian folklore speaks of strigoi, undead spirits who rise from the grave to haunt the living. Vakalesi, wolf-like beings who eat the sun and moon. Blood rituals and ancient curses whispered in the forests. Brunkessel became the perfect vessel for these stories. A living museum of myth, wrapped in stone. The truth beneath the legend. Though Brunkessel may not be Dracula's actual home, its walls hold real history. It served as a royal residence, a customs post for merchants, even a hospital during wartime. But still, it is the myth of Dracula that draws millions to its gates every year. And the Romanian people, they embrace both history and legend. Because in Brunkessel, they live together. Outro. Powerful ending thought. Maybe Brunkessel isn't Dracula's home. Maybe it's not haunted by vampires. But walk through its ancient corridors. Feel the wind against the stone. Hear the silence echo through the halls. And you'll know, something is there. Not just history, not just legend, but something darker, something waiting. What do you believe? Is Brunkessel a myth come to life, or a forgotten chapter of truth soaked in blood? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more dark mysteries from the corners of history. Brunkessel, the chilling truth behind Dracula's fortress. A long speech that blends myth, mystery, and historical reality. Opening voice in deep, suspenseful tone. Somewhere in the heart of Eastern Europe, where the Carpathian mountains touch the sky and the forests whisper forgotten stories, there stands a castle, dark, cold, and commanding. A place known across the world by a single name, Dracula's castle. But this isn't just a legend. This is Brunkessel, a fortress of fear, a monument of myth, and a doorway to the blood-soaked pages of medieval history. Tonight, we go beyond the facts and the fiction. We uncover the real story behind Brunkessel, Romania. A place where truth and terror walk hand in hand. Part 1, The Land of Shadows, Romania's Dark Heart. To understand Brunkessel, you must understand where it stands. Nestled between Transylvania and Wallachia, surrounded by pine-covered mountains, Brunkessel rises from a cliff like a sentinel of the past. This region has always been mysterious. A land of wolves, warlords, witches, and whispers in the dark. The Carpathian Mountains are not just a backdrop. They're part of the story, silent, watching, and old as the earth. Bran Castle's towering spires and narrow windows seem designed not just for defense, but to intimidate, to isolate, to make you feel watched. Part 2, The History. A castle born from conflict. Bran Castle was built in 1388 as a military fortress to guard a key mountain pass between Transylvania and Wallachia. Its purpose was strategic: protect Romanian lands from Ottoman invasion, control trade through the mountains, defend the border with steel and stone. But as the centuries passed, Bran Castle became more than a fortress. It became a stage for legends soaked in blood and power. Part 3, Enter the Dragon. Vlad the Impaler, as Shadow. You cannot say Bran Castle without invoking the name that haunts it: Dracula. But who was Dracula? In real history, Dracula was Vlad III, also known as Vlad Tepes, Vlad the Impaler. Born in 1431, he was the Prince of Wallachia, and a brutal, brilliant, terrifying ruler. He was a man of iron discipline. He punished treason with impalement. He ruled with fear, and fear worked. Vlad earned the name Dracula, which means son of the dragon, after his father's title. But centuries later, the name took on another meaning: son of the devil. He impaled his enemies on tall stakes, left them to rot in the sun, and used psychological warfare to terrify the mighty Ottoman Empire. Part 4, But did Vlad ever live in Bran Castle? Here's the twist. Despite popular belief, Vlad the Impaler never ruled Bran Castle. There's no solid proof he lived there. No royal documents, no thrones, no secret vampire chambers, but legend says he passed through, and he may have even been imprisoned nearby for a short time. So why is Bran Castle known as Dracula's castle? Because in Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, the fictional Count Dracula lived in a castle in Transylvania, high on a cliff, cold and ancient, surrounded by forest and fear. Bran Castle fit that description perfectly. And so, myth was born, and tourism followed. Part 5, Inside the Castle. Echoes of another world. Step inside Bran Castle, and the air changes. You walk through narrow, twisting staircases, secret doors carved in rock, towers that feel too quiet, rooms with medieval furniture, weapons, and whispers. There's a torture chamber, there's a secret tunnel under the chapel, and there's a well, so deep and dark. Some say they dropped letters and never heard them land. Visitors report sudden drops in temperature, sounds of footsteps, the feeling of being watched. A silhouette in the window when the castle was locked. Is it real? Is it myth? In Bran Castle, reality doesn't matter. What matters is what you feel. Part 6, The Romanian Myths. A land of undead legends. Romania is not just a setting for vampire stories. It's a country built on centuries of dark folklore. The Romanian people tell tales of Strigoi the undead who feed on the living, Moroi spirits of dead children that return to haunt, witches who curse with whispers, forests that trap the lost. These are not fairy tales. In some villages, they still hang garlic on doors. They still avoid certain graves. They still believe because their grandparents believed. Bran Castle sits in the heart of this world. Not just a castle, but a lighthouse of darkness. Part 7, Royalty, War, and Modern Days. In the Bismarck century, Bran Castle became home to Queen Mary of Romania. She restored parts of the castle and made it a royal residence. During World War II, it served as a hospital. Then it became a museum. Now, it draws over 500,000 visitors a year, all seeking to touch a piece of Dracula's shadow. But Bran Castle is more than Dracula's ghost. It's a relic of war, a shrine of architecture, a symbol of identity, and a mirror to our deepest fears. Conclusion: what Bran Castle really is. So now you know, Vlad the Impaler never ruled here. Dracula is a myth, but Bran Castle, it is real and terrifying in its own right. Because legends live here, stories breathe in the stones, and every step inside takes you closer to something ancient, something cold, something not yet dead. Final words: call to action. Bran Castle may be a fortress of stone, but it's built on fear, myth, memory, and mystery. And whether Dracula walked its halls or not, it will haunt yours forever. Like the video if you believe in legends. Subscribe for more haunted history, and beware what follows you back from Bran.